How to get from 0 to 1. Give me 1 second and I will tell you. This episode is brought to you by Apple, the only tech and electronics company that it's a status symbol to own one. Talk about build a brand. Owning an iPhone's a flex, And not just that, it's the top quality product, It is, for example, you can be working on your MacBook and you can sync all your electronics together. So you can be working on your MacBook, writing a paper, and keep up with your text messages, your emails, everything. It's such an awesome company and it's going to be around forever. It's awesome. Talk about build a brand. Apple is the way to go. So 100% go with Apple. And also this episode is brought to you by Tesla. I don't know if you've considered going solar with the 30% federal tax credit in place, but if you do, go with Tesla's solar shingles. They're the only company that manufactures them, so they're standing out. They're leading the pack, not just in energy, but also automotive. They have Teslas in all price ranges. So if you want to be part of the solution and reduce carbon emissions, go with Tesla. Look into them before you get your next car and you will see that they're affordable and you can probably afford one. So 100% go with Tesla. So how to get from 0 to 1. Okay, I feel like I'm wasting my time right now doing these videos, but I feel like when I look back on it, I'll be like, okay, I'm glad I did that. Maybe I know Hormozy talked about like how he wished he would have done it on his come up. So I'm learning from him. I look at him as a mentor. So okay, 0 to 1. That's where we're at. Okay, so my plan for Southeast Marketing was to go from 0 to 1 by creating a YouTube channel. And what we're going to do is talk about business, like have a business type podcast, because that's basically all I do is do business stuff, So that's what we did. Started a YouTube channel. It was going really well. According to YouTube, to start making money from YouTube and become a paid partner, you have to have 1,000 subscribers to your channel and 4,000 watch minutes. Me personally, Southeast Marketing, what we got to was over 10,000 subscribers and almost 500,000 minutes. And we were running paid ads, but for some reason, YouTube decided not to pay us. Our estimated revenue with YouTube right now with all our stats is like less than $7. So, it's time to pivot. We've been working hard at it and we're still staying persistent with it. But that's where we're at. Our plan was to go with YouTube to get to 0 to 1 to generate our first income stream. It hasn't worked out, but we're staying optimistic and we're staying persistent and we're going to pivot and we're going to figure out how to get to 0 to 1 in another route. Okay, so what we're currently considering doing is running the book manufacturing play out of China. I think that might be the easiest way for our company to get to 0 to 1. Or take past blog posts I've written and proposals and put them into a book and manufacture in China and possibly sell them, because the profit margins would be massive, because it would be probably a smaller book. So we could probably get them for about $2 a piece and maybe sell them for like 10 or 12 bucks a piece and, and see how that goes. So we're considering doing that, but also what we're really doubling down on finding our sponsors to work with. Okay. Like we've been in contact with Apple. We've been working with them this morning, Tesla, Rakuten, Alibaba, Spotify, Waymo. So we've been in contact. We've given them rough draft proposals, and our total pipeline right now is like 4.4 million initial signing bonus plus, like hundreds of millions over the next 5 years, because that's like what the partnership agreement would be for. So we're 100% working on that right now. And not just that, but we're also reaching out to venture capitalists. We're looking to sell 10% of our company. And it's gonna be hard to lock in a VC because I know most of them are extremely conservative with who they invest with. So, but I feel like the bigger the risk, the higher the reward, and that's kind of what our company is. It's like a wild card company, I guess you could say, but I think like the possible ROI is like massive, like 100%. So today I've got to make 100 calls to VCs. I'm off to a slow start. I've been answering emails and everything all morning. We've gotten our company website put together. We went with Squarespace this time, so now we have experience with Vistaprint. We've got experience with GoDaddy. We've got experience with WordPress. We've got experience with Squarespace. And I don't know, Squarespace seems pretty good, but for some reason, like we published the site like yesterday morning, and it still says it's under construction, so I don't know if they're having like a problem with their servers or what, but they need to tighten up for sure. So what we're doing now is about to make 100 calls to venture capitalists. We've got a proposal put together for 10% equity in the company. We're not going to get into numbers or anything right now because that's kind of personal information, but I've got a strategy behind it. Okay, so I think the people that I can reach out to that I might have the best luck with are people that like know me from like what kind of person I am like growing up, because I know like I'm such a hard person, because I was looking at it from an outside perspective. I would have a difficult time hiring me as well. It's because like one thing Napoleon Hill talks about is like burning bridges like behind you so you don't have an option to go backwards, and I've done that a lot, especially like serving tables and stuff. I get like really mad because like when I'm serving tables, I'm always working really hard at another venture or something, and it doesn't usually end real great, because I get like burnt out of doing two things at once, like working hundreds of hours every week. And other people I've worked with, they've done me dirty, so you can't expect them to give me a good reference. So I feel like, because I was looking at it from, I was like, man, I don't even know if I could hire myself, to be completely honest, which is like pretty bad, because I know what kind of person I am and I know what kind of work ethic that I have. And I know what kind of potential I can bring to the table, And so what we're currently doing, we've got a badass game plan as far as like scaling our company and helping other companies scale. But it's a process, it doesn't happen overnight. So we just got to make sure like we're going to be persistent with it. Like we're going to stick until at least that if we're not making money until this time next year, then we'll hang it up, and that's not going to happen. We are going to be making money well before then. For example, I'm selling my house right now, so once I sell my house, I'll have a little bit more money to play with, so I'm definitely excited about that. But other than that, we're staying optimistic and we're working hard. I've got to hit the phones today and maybe research some more companies that I might want to reach out to about proposals. But yeah, I mean, we do our due diligence before we just like shoot out proposals. Like we don't want to work with companies that we don't think we can help scale, So we're very picky about who we work with. I feel like I'm all right because I'm going to hit up a bunch of like the West Coast VCs today. So I'm all right as far as like time goes. So, and that's something that sucks too, is because I'm new to, I know a lot of like founders, CEOs or whatever, like they're really great at raising money. And I feel like I can be good at it, but it's just something that I don't have any experience with. So I've got to get my reps in, which kind of sucks. So that's what I'm going to be really working on today, is just like hitting the phones, like working on my pitch, I guess you can say, which kind of freaking sucks. But, it's part of the game. We got to do what we don't always want to do, for we got to build the life we want, so that's what we're working on. And, whatever happens, we're going to handle it. Any inflection points that come our way, we're going to eat it, we're going to wear it, we're going to get past it, and we're going to keep it moving, and we're going to lock in great companies to work with, because that's what we're working towards, So anyways, I feel all right. I guess this is 8 minutes, 20 seconds. I did like another one earlier this morning. I did a video. I was like, man, that was just not very good. So I'm glad I did this one. I feel like it was a little bit better, and I'm about to go hit the phones, maybe shoot out a couple more emails real fast. But it's like, I need to hit the phones. So, and I can do emails after I hit the phones. Okay, so I gotta prioritize. So, all right. Well, I love you guys, and remember that you can be what you will to be.